Right, I was going to try and catch up with some of the demands. Now I've got some more spare resources from turning some of my people into synthetics. Let's just phrase it like that, as it is, yeah? We've now got loads of these rejuvenators, which is great. And you could say, well, you can shut down the factories for that. However, to be able to support the synthetics coming in and the expensive replicators, so for example, if I build a replicator plant over here, what's the best orientation? Probably that, I think. What did that cost me? £60,000 credits to buy it, and 3,500 in maintenance, and a lot of power as well, quite frankly. Have I got enough stuff? I now need more of these multi-spec prisms, and they are also expensive. At least I'm getting a lot out of this factory because of that. But while I'm here, so anyway, so what I was going to say was, although I'm increasing, I've now got spare ones of these. They're going to get used up soon, and more besides, because I need to make more investors to get enough taxes to be able to support our expensive synthetic friends. These are the prisms.
Transfer route inefficient.
And they need diamonds.
Goods.
I thought I had another diamond mine. Maybe I've got rid of my diamond mines because I'm producing so many other darn things now. Industry, there we go. I've only got one. Okay, and it's maxed out. Well, I used to have a diamond mine over here before I had to... Game. Getting a bit laggy. Okay, it's already connected. There we go. It was already connected up from there. While I'm here. Oh, you know what I can do? I forgot about this. I had my little transport zone over here, didn't I? I can get rid of those. Madness over here. And Nick is asking me to do something else, but I can't think what it is. And I think this is the original one here. So we'll leave that for now. Okay. Nick, what are you asking me for? I'm halfway there with the syntax, by the way. We've got to keep our crew motivated through this little break. Give them something special and nutritious. Doesn't need to be processed, just make sure to vacuum pack it. I don't make beef, Nick, and I think you blimmin' well know it, don't you? Are you selling beef by any chance? Because it sounds like a scam to me.
My prices are so low, even I don't know how I do it.
The word Nick in British is very appropriate, mate. You steal it. I don't have to make a beef farm. Beef farm, there's a reason why I don't make beef farms, okay? Beef is goddamn expensive. We talked about cow farts before on the damage to the environment. We know about that. But it's also very difficult to make. So you have to have soybeans. What if I've got some beef? No, I'd have sold it if I had any beef. I'd have sold it already. Apparently they like to eat soybeans. Soybeans are expensive to make. And then I've got to make the beef from that. This could be a slow process. We'll go here and see if Nick's got any to sell, because it's Nick in both zones. Yeah, Nick is always the salesman in the... No one else is going to sell beef, right? There's no point going to the Arctic. Nick?
Welcome aboard, my friend.
Game, why are you being funny?
Welcome aboard, my friend.
No, he's not going to sell any beef. He'll probably buy it, but he won't sell it. We might actually make a beef farm here, actually, because of room. You can put it over here, possibly. Just briefly make a beef farm. What else was I doing briefly? Super allies, wasn't it? We've done the super allies. We can turn that. Okay, so we can turn that off.
Incoming.
We'll go back to the Arctic. I was doing a shipping route, wasn't I? I was shipping into here? Yeah. Okay. I can't know what beef farms are made out of. They might be made out of Super alloy. Let's turn this down to something sensible. Let's get one thing at a time. Okay, we'll go here. We will shut down all of those smelters, and then sort out a small production route of super alloy. Just a bit of tidying up. We are going to build the farms that we need over here, I think, just to save. This is the zone where he's asking for the beef, so we'll do it here, shall we? Won't be too bad. Also, I know some other savings I can do soon. Tidy up a little bit. In the Arctic, I was massively overproducing. There's a transport hub here, so we'll come out from here. I was massively overproducing the stimulants. And it's all the benefits again of my shares and things. So I can do some more shares now. Actually, well, I'll do it in a bit. Anyway, the point is though that let's build some cows, shall we? So this is part of the normal luxury food thing that you have to do at the start. Okay, it's being built up anyway. Very laggy suddenly. I don't know why it's suddenly so laggy. It is using some super alloys. I think maybe my game's doing an update or something, because it was absolutely fine earlier. Even that all the kids are doing things. So I hope it's not too bad for you as far as that going. So this is making some soybeans. At least we're getting the bonus from the from our various agricultural techs, and let's make some beef. Again, kind of laggy. This looks familiar. It's like the wall farm. Oh, game, why? Well, we should now have enough cow lumps, cow slices, to deliver and keep the workforce happy. I mean, remember, this is luxury food, okay? We might as well be giving them luxury meals with the wine included. Rare stuff in the future, but there you go. If we have to do another one of these, it's going to be kind of exhausting. We can now go and turn these off as well. We can just pause them, actually. Yeah, they don't use anything when they're paused, unlike on the harder difficulties again, when you even pause facilities have requirements. We'll just leave them just in case there's a future demand for this kind of thing. Frustrating, though. I've also been going around tidying a few things up, but closing down sunflower farms and biomedical factories is not going to save us from the costs of making android factories and and the brain circuits required to run them. But there you go. It still looks fairly healthy for now, but believe me, it starts to hurt you after a while. It really does. Yeah, let's get this done.
You got that done pretty well.
I'm kind of
Ready for
distracted
your
as well
next job?
because he wants lots of executives here. Fair enough. And there's a definite lag going on, but I don't know what it is. I can't find out what the lag might be being caused on my game. Need more executives. That's fine. We can do that. That's not a problem. We can do that fairly easily. The islands are a little bit tight here in places, but we can do that. We can just upgrade a bunch of guys now, in fact. Let's just do...
The company is just like one big family.
Oh, not quite. We
I'm
need
a
some
family
more of the
kind of
regular
person.
chumps. So the way I usually manage this is I need more of these. I actually need more mid-level people is what I need, the technical people. Iris or whatever her name here. So I actually have islands that are just workers. And I sometimes have islands that are just, you know, like this one here. This is my first island, in fact. Just the executive guys. Are they called executives?
No,
Operators.
I don't have anything in the fridge.
Shut up, lady. Operators or whatever. Yeah, just to keep that satisfaction happy. In fact, I'll do these ones around here. But I'm distracted. Give me a minute. I'm just going to go back to the original island of the synthetics and try and finish up there. Because that was the original island. I'm getting distracted by Nick's stuff. That wasn't my intention. I was planning on ending this LP soon after we had the synthetics in set up. Okay? So let's go back there in a second. Look at this. Massive overproduction of luxury food and IntelliWare and everything else. But there you go. Are we now done over here? I think we are with
Decay
this
of urban cult?
zone here. I don't think there's anything else we can do here. I think the quest is complete.
What can I do for you?
Yeah. So we only have 100,000 here. Hold on. Let's look at the special quest. So it's completed. This one, there's not. I clearly am going to be building some more elevators here, I guess is what I'm going to do there. But there you go. So this is kind of the end, which I mean by in many ways. Oh, laggy, why laggy? So
all objectives achieved.
Exactly.
Congratulations.
Thank you, lady. There is an achievement that is, let's say, beyond this, which is, I think, 1 million people. And then, or is it 4 million people? And there's one that's also for either 1 or 4 million synthetics. I can't remember. I think even 1 million is hard. So to do this, I think on the harder levels, I've heard that on the harder or hardest levels, it's actually physically impossible to have that achievement and not bankrupt yourself.
To support
if you fill every zone,
are precisely tailored to your needs.
Should we click off this
I
lady?
Monitor
because she's kind of annoying me. If you fill every zone with as many people as you can possibly manage, enough executives, you can't support that many. So in fact, on one of the, possibly on the hardest level, the way you win it apparently, what you do is you wait to the very last minute. You then rush around and you convert as many of your executives as you can to synthetics, and then just before you go bankrupt, you've hopefully got enough and you stop the game. You turn the game off. That's how you get the achievement, okay? It gets so demanding in the amount of money. We're not seeing it too much so far up here because this will stop soon, hopefully, as well, when I buy out all the companies, but there we go. It's almost impossible to do it as far as... And it doesn't look like it's hurting very much. It's hard to tell with the variance in various things like the stock market. But... actually, my share values aren't too bad. But this will increase... The more you do it, this gets increasingly worse and worse. And you start to struggle again for money. And then building up zones to do whatever. So, but I think we're kind of done here. But our last couple of points on these guys here... All
assignments completed. Efficiency, 100%.
I don't know...
Congratulations.
First of all, thank you very much, lady. First of all, I don't know why they look female. They all look female. There's no male version, by the way, of these guys. They look exactly the same through from here. Why would that matter to synthetic organisms? I mean, I presume they haven't got any emotions as far as that goes, so I'm a little confused about the whole image thing. But also,
mission objective
just my personal opinion, this is the end of humanity, okay? This is the end of my Let's Play, almost certainly, because I don't think I want to do anymore. I completed the Tundra a while back, but I wanted to show you this as sort of one of the last things you can do as far as the sort of final achievement of the game, especially if you have to quit out of the game before you go completely bankrupt in one option. But this is also the end of humanity here. Because how do you compete with these guys? They don't pay any taxes. They work really hard. They need these sort of basic things. They don't need food. When people go to Mars, okay, and from here, I mean, the whole point of doing this was to get to the moon and to get out of the gravity well and go off with the stars. Who's going to get there first? Us with our, funny drugs for making ourselves look young again and all the rest of it. Or those guys? Who's actually going to win that race to the stars? I mean, they seem kind of friendly. They don't seem to be opposed to us. They're not... I guess they are taking our buildings and living in them. They don't seem to be doing any harm, and they are working. They just don't want to be paid. They're beyond the money.
Docking.
Who's going to win that? How are you ever going to get to space and beat that? I mean, you imagine these guys could launch themselves now. They could take in the Sid Meier's game, go off to Alpha Centauri and launch themselves off now. It wouldn't matter if it took them a long time to get there. They could build new ones or repair the ones they've got by the time they got there. Whereas we'd have to do some sort of suspended animation or colony ships. Dreadful goddamn, living arc-type colony ships. This, as I said before in one of the earlier episodes, I don't prescribe to the AI will kill humanity idea. Unless we're really stupid. I guess we are really stupid. But the synthetic guys do appear to be the end of us. They really do. This really is the next. Forget the next.
Well, your city leaves little to be desired.
Advancement in civilization here. It's a new civilization. We have created our surpassers. Is what I think. But there you go. That's my fun, stupid opinion on the end of this game. So there you go. It's a fun game. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. It's something a bit different. I could play this again for ages. I could keep on going for a long time, and I could go to the other zones. I think there's one other zone I've never been to, which is this one, I think.
Chemistry. Come on in, the door is open.
I don't think I've ever bought this one. Erect a statue to celebrate your corporation. It's so vain. When you look at that compared to... What's it a statue of? Me? That's a little bit egotistical, isn't it? I could go here and do this, and it would be the usual thing of build up enough executives and everything else. And I could give you updates on various things, but really... Would you really want to watch that? Me doing this forever? I don't think so. I think we're probably at about mini LP scale here, yeah? Of under 20 or under episodes, yeah? That's probably quite enough for anyone to watch me. But I hope you've enjoyed it. If you do want to see particular things, or whatever, or you want me to try and stream it sometime and just have a relax and try and do that, I can try and do that, okay? But otherwise, I think we're about there. But if you like this kind of relaxed sort of stuff here and just ticking away at something, suddenly expanding, then I would advise, for all its faults, get in the game. But only if you really like that kind of thing. Okay, so bye-bye from me, somewhere over here. I think this is probably France here, and in Spain. Must be over here. I'm in the ocean over here somewhere, you know. So hi from me to you, wherever you might be. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, I'll see you again next time. Take care.